Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's Tuesday night and time for some street stock racing as XCAL takes to the track tonight at the Charlotte Legends Oval, just a hair over a quarter-mile track. You know things are going to get exciting on a track this small. $19 cars taking to the track tonight, just over a quarter mile. Yeah, things will get a bit crazy out on track. Hope everybody is having a great night tonight. Good evening, Steven Seams. Steven cheering on Flying Ryan and Nick, the college kid. The second to last race of the season. Things are really heating up. And we've got a lot of drivers to talk to, not a lot of time. So let's see if we can hop right into it by talking to the driver of the number 9 and car owner, Gerald Thanos Poole. Gerald, one more race to go after tonight. The Owners' Championship hasn't gone exactly as you planned, but still a couple races tonight and next week to go.
Yeah, 10-4. We the last 4 races just haven't been really very good to us. We, a couple cautions and and then some incidents, and we're basically driving with a restraining order on us tonight imposed by XCAL because of the penalties. So we're just, but we've had a great season. Octavio still has a really good shot at the Owners' Points Championship for the number 48 car. Lataro's had a great season. Jose's had a great season. Cristiano, unfortunately, couldn't be with us. He's had a solid season. We've done well. I've done everything that I could have been. I could never have imagined we'd have done with the team with, 16 wins now and all the poles and the heat race wins and just everything we've done all season, just great group of drivers, and we're just looking forward to coming out tonight and trying to keep our nose clean and finish as best we can and head off into that season finale. And it's not like we haven't made up a few points. There's only 10-point increments as far as the Owners' Points Championship. We've made some big leaps before. Of course, we got a lot of people missing tonight because of the track, and I know there's some drivers out because of the weather, and we definitely want to send our prayers out to those folks and hope they get the help they need and all that. So, but I'm just going to sit in my seat tonight and make left turns, and we'll just see how this thing turns out.
And it's worth mentioning, you mentioned all those numbers that you guys have racked up. Octavio Rondoletto now has surpassed Austin Edwards for most single season wins. So, man, a great season your team has had.
Oh, yeah. He also, I'd gotten a message from Aaron that he also season winnings, which is always good for the team and the owner. But no, he's just had a unbelievable, him and Lataro, they're just so strong week in and week out, and we've worked so well together. It's just something to be a part of it.
Well, good luck tonight, man. It's been an awesome season, and hope things go your way here tonight.
10-4, thank you. And real quick, I'd like to thank Aaron, the Web Shop Series, Admin Box, Sim Racer Hub, Tri-E Cooler Crew. Am I missing anybody? And especially our primary sponsors on the cars, HJ's Aussies, Heather and Corey and that crew have been so great to us. And Navy Joe Coffee, man, love the coffee. Let's go out and get after tonight.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Now the owner leading the team points coming into tonight is Jeff Edgar. Doesn't look like Jeff is running tonight, but he will definitely be out there spotting for his team, giving them a hand. See if we can get a word with him. Jeff, man, what a season your team has had. I do believe this is the first time your team has had the team championship lead, and you guys have had it for a while.
Yeah, it's the first time for us. I mean, we've had it for pretty much the whole year, I believe. So we've just been trying to defend it.
And you guys are right on track to get it done. 2 races left to go. You've got a little bit of breathing room, and with Flaming Karma in trouble with strikes, you never know what could happen, especially at a track like this.
Oh, we're in deeper strike trouble than they are. They know it too, so keep an eye out for some strange things going on tonight.
Well, man, I have to say, you've put together one heck of a team. It's been one heck of a strong season. And if nothing else, you guys have put on quite a show, had one heck of a run, man. Good luck tonight, and good luck next week, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks to XCAL Racing web shop there. HPSI How to Suck at iRacing. Admin box. You got some other ones I can't remember.
I'm
Thanks,
sure.
Doug.
I'm sure we'll get them covered tonight. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you. You too.
Last season's champ was King Matthew the Bear, and he may pull it off again this year. Let's see how he's feeling coming into tonight. King Matthew the Bear currently sits on top. Can you get it done again this season?
We'll see, man. We hope so. I think we can. We got a decent car tonight, but we're fighting an uphill battle. I've got COVID this week, and it's kicking my butt, to say the least. And so, yeah, we're fighting with that. And then you got to fight on the littlest track that we run on. There's going to be a bunch of aggression, a bunch of bump and runs here tonight. It's going to be about keeping your cool and just maintaining and being there at the end, because you've seen what's happened here the last 3 years now that we've been running. What happens at this track, anything and everything can and will happen.
Well, I have to say, prior to last season, you were not a driver known for keeping his cool, but man, over the last season and a half or so, you've really turned that around.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to what are we running for? Are we running for a single victory, or are we going for the year-end results? And we've been able to put in the work over the past basically 2 full years. I've led the championship points for, I don't know, probably near 45 weeks straight, minus the first week of the season this year. I mean, we've been there. We know how to get it done. We've just got to go out here and execute the game plan. And hope that I have enough energy to get through this race tonight.
Buddy, go catch your breath. Take a few deep breaths and get ready. It's about to be one heck of a long and exciting night.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
King Matthew the Bear may have a rough night, and finally, let's talk to his car owner, Jason. J-Dog seems getting ready to potentially win the Owners' Championship. Hey, good evening, Richie. J-Dog, 2 races to go, buddy, and man, who'd have thought you'd be up here battling in your first season for the Owners' Championship? It's been one heck of a season for you.
Man, it has. I'm very surprised. It's gone good. Matt's a great driver. For this to be my first year, it's pretty awesome. I'm just looking to stay away from them 2 guys. I don't want to cause any incidents. I want them to battle it out.
Well, man, I gotta say, you've had a heck of a team of drivers come and go all season long. A lot of the families in there, and you've come out, and the Seams family is just fast. What are you guys putting in the water?
Well, it's Poland Springs. But anyways, it's been a great year, and just look forward to these last 2 races. I'm pretty amped to get going. Glad you're back for this race. Good to see you, and just want to thank all the sponsors, admin, Box Butt Kicker, JT's Mobile Pressure Washing, Sim Racer Hub, Tri Cooler Crew, Austin for the setups, Flaming Karma for the paint schemes, and I'd like to just say special thanks to American Legion Post number 30 out of Ohio.
Oh, definitely so, man. Good luck tonight. We haven't seen you in victory lane this season. Hopefully we do in the next 2 races, buddy.
Well, thank you, Doug. It's good talking with you again, and, you know, we got a pretty good group of cars out there. It's a pretty good setup. And Bear's Bear and Nick, he's really fast, so we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Doug. Bye.
Yeah, I heard J-Dog mention, we made a post on Facebook about it earlier tonight. American Legion Post 30 in Lorain, Ohio, celebrating their 105th anniversary. This is an organization that does a lot for veterans. They do a lot for their community. An awesome group. Let's make sure we go out, go to the Facebook page, make sure you hit like on that post, and go over there, give them a follow, and tell them how much you appreciate them and all our veterans. We thank you so much. And of course, we heard him mention our thoughts and prayers with all those impacted by the hurricane. Hopefully, like Richie Joplin, no power or internet. Well, he's got power, but no internet. Hopefully, we see all those guys back soon. And here we go. Warm-up is over, folks. Let's go racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from the Charlotte Legends Oval. Latarl and Purdy and Jared Mogard have the front row. King Matthew the Bear and Flying Ryan Seams on the second. Nick the College Kid and Brent Mekas on the third row. Jose Godino and Johnny Evans have the fourth row. Gerald Thanos Poole and Sean Andrews round out your top 10. Joe Campbell starting in 11th next to the GOAT, Austin Edwards in 12th. Albie Hewen starting in 13th, Sean Patrick in 14th, Stephen Rex in 15th, Gerard Lawrence in 16th, Jimmy Johnson in 17th, J-Dog Seams in 18th, and Octavio Rondoletto, now the new winningest driver in XCAL, starts tail into the field in 19th. .400 laps, 19 cars on a track that is just over a quarter mile. What could possibly go wrong? Richie, you can order you some of that Navy Joe coffee at NavyJoe.coffee. Use code NavyJoe to get 10% off, buddy. You will not regret it. And when you order me a bag of JP5. Frank has my address. Alright, here we go. Pace truck about to drop in. Aaron Illebush in the flag stand. Pace truck pulls off. And green flag is in the air. They are down and away at the Charlotte Legends Oval. Jimmy Johnson had a problem. He will be starting from pit road. He is rolled off just across the start-finish line as Lataro comes across to lead lap 1. Hey, good evening, Danny Sargent. Great to see ya. Everybody coming up to speed. They did get some warm-up out here tonight. Of course, they battled through the heats to set the starting lineup. Austin Edwards, though, a last-minute entry, already up to 8th. Austin started back in 12th. Until this season, he was the winningest driver in XCAL history. Octavio Rondoletto, though, has unseated him. Octavio started tail into the field, already up 5 spots into 14th. Matt Baer currently sitting in 2nd. Jared Mogard holds on to 3rd. Nick, the college kid, now in 4th. Lion Ryan in 5th. Brent Mecca sits in 6th. Johnny Evans in 7th. Austin now up into 8th. Sean Andrews in 9th. Jose Godino in 10th. Austin Edwards just took 7th from Johnny Evans. Hey, good evening, Stephen. Will not be long before the leaders are in lap traffic. Remember, Jimmy Johnson started from pit road, so Jim got a lot of ground to make up here. But the leader, Lataro, about a straightaway behind. Fifteen to 16 seconds to complete a lap here. As you heard King Matthew the Bear say, you're going to see some bump and run here tonight, as it looks like Mogard is having some problems here in the early going. Mogard has drifted back to 8th. Hey, good evening, Jason. How are you, buddy? Austin Edwards already making his way up into 5th place. Remecca's in 6th. Hey, good evening, Richard Young. And Richard, you ain't far from me, buddy. Up there in St. Louis. Hey, good evening, Kevin. Hopefully we see you back on track soon, bud. Everybody settling in. Austin Edwards already up 7 spots into 5th. Sean Andrews now up into 9th. Already has some damage to the front of that car. You hear F1 drivers talking about their push to pass button. Well, that front bumper may be a push to pass button here tonight. Joe Campbell just moved into 10th place, coming by Gerard Lawrence. Gerard, though, up 5 spots into 11th. Right behind him, Octavio Rondoletto up 7 spots into 12th. Richard, next time we head up that way, I'll give you a shout, bud. J-Dog seems also on the move. Jason right on Octavio's bumper in 13th. Some unique setups being done here tonight. Some of these drivers are set up. They have a 4-speed transmission in the car, but a lot of these drivers only using 2 gears. Albie Hewins has had a problem. He is in the infield. There will not be a caution. See what happened to the 55 of Albie Hewins. Looks like he just got on the power. Snaps around into the infield. Albie is still going, but has dropped back to 19th place. Currently 1 lap down. He has got to be hoping for a caution as the leader is right behind him. "19 cars fills this track up. 2 years ago when we came here, it was close to 40 cars on track. That was a mess. Nick the College Kid has passed Flying Ryan. The College Kid now up 2 spots into 3rd, and right on the bumper of 2nd place, King Matthew the Bear. Jeff Eckert cheered on that fast lane team. They are leading those team points coming into tonight over Flaming Karma. Whoa, Albie's way wide, letting the leaders get by. Talking to the drivers before the race, most of them said it's anywhere from 70 to a few of them potentially 90 plus laps on a tank of fuel. It will be a 4-stop race for everybody. But that last stop for some of those drivers could be very, very short. Just a splash of fuel and go. As the leader's coming around, Gerald Thanos Poole back in 17th has the leader on his bumper. Austin Edwards quickly moved from 12th place up to 5th, but now has Flying Ryan directly ahead, and that will not be an easy car to pass. Flying Ryan and Nick the College Kid just ahead. One seems is hard enough to pass. Try passing 2 of them in a row. Sean Andrews is starting to inch up again as well. Now up into 8th on the bumper of 7th place, Johnny Evans. Worth noting, Sean Andrews has had a lot of bad luck this season. Sean is yet to win an XCAL Web Shop event. Could he break the bad luck streak here tonight and finally get to victory lane? Latar Lamperti out front, already into lap traffic. He just lapped the boss, Gerald Thanos Poole. And is now closing in on his teammate, Jose Godino. Jimmy Johnson, who started from pit road, has already made his way up to 15th on the bumper of Steven Rex. J-Dog's team sitting in 13th. Joe Campbell has dropped back to 12, right on the bumper of Gerard Lawrence. Meanwhile, Octavio Rondoletto up to 9th, having just gotten past Jared Mogard. Mogard, who started in 2nd, had a very strong start, but has started to fade. That car will have to make some adjustments on pit road. Rondoletto, now the winningest driver in XCAL history, 12 wins this season. Sean Patrick is rolling off pit road. Not sure what happened. Let's see if we can. Looks like Sean may have temporarily lost connection. Lautaro just went past 16th place. Jose Godino setting his sights on Jimmy Johnson in 15th. Sean Andrews has made his way to 7th place, trying to close the gap on 6th place. Brim Mekas. Mekas has just been sitting there quietly in 6th place. This is a theme we have seen out of him and the team all season long. Quietly staying up near the top 5 the first 75% of the race, and at the end they charge up into the top 3. Lautaro, the leader, already in heavy lap traffic after just 54 laps. Has a lot of lap traffic just ahead. King Matthew the Bear in 2nd, 3¼ seconds back from the leader at the moment. He is looking to go back-to-back championships here, but he might need to worry a little bit. Octavio is closing in. Nick the college kid in 3rd, Austin Edwards Edwards now in 4th, Flying Ryan in 5th. Second through about 6th place, Brent Mekas, all right there together. 7th place, Sean Andrews, 3.1 seconds back, but closing that gap. A lot of patience going on out here early. But I suspect short track racing under the lights, I don't think they are going to keep being as patient as we are seeing right now. Stephen Rex moves underneath and takes 13th from Jason Seams. Joe Campbell back in 12th, trying to close the gap on Gerard Lawrence in 11th. Joe had a great start to the race, got up into the top 10 but faded. Albie Hewins is coming to pit road. This is a little bit early for a fuel stop, but he might be coming in to make some adjustments and get some more speed out of that car. Matt Bear still holds second place. The Matt Bear through 6th place Mekas, all still nose to tail. Nobody able to make a move until one of these drivers makes a mistake. But this group of cars, unlikely any of them's going to make a mistake. Sean Andrews back in 7th as Octavio Rondoletto now in 8th. Octavio 1.5 seconds back and closing quickly. Octavio did tell me before the race he has been having problems with his shifters. Hopefully they make it through the night. He was concerned about accidentally shifting from 3rd to 1st and blowing the engine tonight. Jimmy Johnson, for the moment, holds on to the lead lap. Jason Seams just ahead. Stephen Ricks just ahead of them, the leader right behind this group. Johnny Evans there in 9th place, all the way back to 15th place. Jimmy Johnson all sitting nose to tail for the moment. And this is likely the group we will see the frustration coming out of here early, as King Matthew the Bear is headed to pit road. This is earlier than we expected, although we did know some of these drivers might only be able to make it 75 laps. That does move the college kid up into 2nd place. Surprised to see Matt in this early. He is known for conserving fuel. Austin Edwards in third, Flying Ryan in fourth, Brim Mekas in fifth. And you know, last season we talked about Austin Edwards' record, 11 wins in a season in XCAL. Given the level of competition, nobody thought that would ever be surpassed. Octavio Rondoletto came into this season and said, hold my beer. Brim Mekas gives up fifth. He is on his way in. Sean Andrews coming in. Green flag stops are underway at the Legends Oval. And while pit stops shake out, we're going to take our first commercial break. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going side by side. You won't miss a thing. And we are back as green flag stops are underway. Lataro has gone to pit road, and it looks like a couple of problems during this exchange. Jose Godino and Stephen Rex both having issues. Let's take a look. Okay, let's try this again. Looks like we may have a problem with our replay system. Max just got really low in the turn coming by Mogard, no problem. Not sure what happened, but we've seen a few more problems in the last moment. Johnny Evans, Brent Mekas, and Jimmy Johnson involved. There's Johnny Evans trying to look underneath Joe Campbell, gets off in the grass, does recover. Gutsy attempt at a pass. Brent Mekas coming out of turn 4. Back into, whoa, he got into the bumper of Jimmy Johnson and sent him around. Jimmy went off in the grass but does recover very quickly. Everything so far has been out of the racing surface, so no caution yet. Don't forget, folks, next Tuesday night, same time, on the OSR Racing Network, the season finale comes to you from here at Charlotte on the Big Oval. That is always an epic race. The season starts and ends at Charlotte. Could we see Joe Campbell pull off another miraculous win like he has twice at Charlotte? After pit stop, Matt Bear is taking the lead, followed by Nick the College Kid. Lataro in third, Austin Edwards in fourth, Brian Ryan in fifth. Taking a look down from the Hattusaki Racing blimp up at the front. Folks, don't forget to come back tomorrow night. More great racing. 9 Eastern, the C12 Motorsports Cup Series continues. We have seen some epic racing going on there. Thursday night at 7 Eastern, Home Motorsports Playoffs continues. The couple races left to go, and Mark Nelson could lock up the championship this week. Also, immediately following that race, the beautiful Unicorn will be trucking in the HTSAI Community Convoy. Sunday morning, GT3 NSS takes to the track at 11 Eastern. A new season underway. You guys definitely want to tune in for some great GT3 racing. Sunday evening at 7:30 Eastern, BRR Cup Series continues their playoffs. Mark Nelson also leads the points in that, especially after the wild finish at Talladega last week. Then at 9:30 Sunday night, the SMR Gen 4 Series continues. Man, those Gen 4 cars have put on one heck of a show. And finally, next Monday night at 8 Eastern, Jones BS Racing will be back. Mini stocks and late models out on track, and man, those mini stocks are something else. If you missed any of the races, especially those mini stocks, make sure you check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find all the past races there. Hey, good evening, Ryan. Thank you for the stars, buddy. lead. Nick, the college kid, in second. The lap car of Jared Mogard right between them. Austin Edwards back in third, fighting with Lataro. Lataro may take third place here. Austin sends it deeper into three, holds on to it. Lataro now in fourth. Flying Ryan in fifth. Gerald Thanos Poole, technical issues. He is out of the race. He will be spotting for his team, helping them out, but a rough night on a night that Flaming Karma team needed good finishes from all their cars. Flying Ryan currently in fifth, Octavio Rondoletto in sixth. Brim Mekas in seventh, Stephen Rex currently runs in eighth. Jared Mogard back in ninth, and Gerard Lawrence in 10th. Joe Campbell has fought his way back to 11th. Johnny Evans in 12th. Jason Seams in 13th. Jose Godino currently runs 14th. Jimmy Johnson still in 15th. Sean Andrews back in 16th. Sean Patrick in 17th. Gerald Poole and Albie Hewins out early. Nick, the college kid, has taken the lead from King Matthew the Bear. The 7 car, Sean Patrick, staying wide. He is not on the lead lap. A couple laps down, letting the lead lap cars get by. And let's get a word with driver and team owner Gerald Poole out of the race early. Thanos, you have the absolute worst luck when it comes to technical problems over the last few months.
Yeah, something's going on with my force feedback. My wheel is stuttering. When I can let it go and it's sitting here stuttering.
Oh.
So, not really sure, but, good thing about being a team owner is we can let them work on the car, and I'll jump up on the pit box and we'll see what we can do. But this thing's just enough cars to go green for a long, long time.
Yeah, it definitely is, and we have seen a couple of incidents, but nothing bad, despite the fact that right now there's a little bit of space on the track, but there for but prior to pit stop, the entire track pretty much was covered all the way around.
Yeah, it's kind of like a yo-yo. It kind of comes and goes. You'll get into a crowd, and it'll, once the faster cars kind of flesh it out, then it'll string itself back out.
Well, it's definitely going to be an interesting night. Your team obviously doing very well. Octavio already up to 6. Lataro losing a little ground here, but I'm sure he's going to fight his way back.
Yeah, I mean, with the fuel mileage, kind of depending on where you were, how many laps you can run, there's probably a little bit of strategy going on in there. And, one thing about Octavio and Lataro, if you get them bumper to bumper, they can really make some ground fast together.
They definitely can. Well, man, good luck on the pit box, and hopefully your team can pull it together and get another win.
10-4, thank you, man. Thanks for all you do. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Gerald Thanos Poole, at least he great positive attitude. Nick the College Kid is opening up a gap, but Austin Edwards in third is closing in on both Matt Bear and the College Kid. And don't forget, folks, we posted it earlier on Facebook. Make sure you go to the American Legion Post 30. In Lorain, Ohio. Check them out, give them a like and a follow. They are celebrating their 105th anniversary, 105 years. This group has been out there supporting the veterans and their community. Huge shout out to them. Make sure you go check them out. Show them a little bit of love tonight, folks. For the moment, Nick has some clear track. At the moment, only 9 cars on the lead lap. Brent Meckes, 8 cars on the lead lap. Brent Meckes in 8. Gerard Lawrence, the first car, 1 lap down in 9th. Jared Mogard back in 10th. Joe Campbell in 11th. Octavio looking underneath Joe. That is not a battle for position. Octavio up in 6th place. Jared Mogard, definitely a driver that started this season on fire. We thought he'd be a championship contender this season. He is. Sitting second in the Rookie of the Year standings. He also sits 5th in the owner's points right now. So Mogard really has not disappointed. J&S Racing definitely did a great job getting a hold of that driver. Austin Edwards in second now is already caught up to the College Kid. It is worth noting Austin went further than everybody on his tank of fuel. Most of the drivers pitted between lap 74 and lap 90. Austin went to lap 92. Nick Seams pitted on lap 83, so Austin about 9 lap fresher tires. And I can promise you those right side tires are taking a lot of wear here tonight. In fact, to give you an idea just how much they are wearing, Austin Edwards' fastest lap, 15.66. Last time by, 16.36, and he has the freshest tires on track. Brent Meckes back in 8th, trying to close the gap on Stephen Rex in 7th. Octavio Rondoletto in 6th, right behind 5th place, flying Ryan Seams. King Matthew the Bear, not feeling well, currently sits in 4th place, just trying to hold on to it. and you want to get an idea what running this track is like, just over a quarter mile, riding along with Octavio Rondoletto down through turns 3 and 4 as low as you can get without touching that grass. That grass is like ice in the infield. Back down through 1 and 2, back on the power. Into 3 and 4, a little tap of the brake, and back on the power, and that little bump coming up on the banking. You saw Austin had a little bobble there. Gerald Poole says it's like driving in a blender as Matt Bear is going to pit road. Jason Seams also on pit road. Looks like we're starting to see the second round of green flag stops. You know, we talk a lot about pit stops at tracks like Dover. The pit road speed is really slow, and it's a short pit road, but it still is agonizingly slow. Or a track like Darlington, which has a longer pit road, but you carry a little bit more speed. The pit road here on the Legends Oval, it's just different, and obviously these guys are racing on the pit road for the big oval. Next time we see a driver head for pit road, we'll follow him down. You guys will see just what we're talking about as the leaders are back in heavy lap traffic. Brent Mecca's just ahead. Trying to hold on to the lead lap in 7. Johnny Evans goes wide. He's going to let some of these cars get by. That's definitely going to help out Stephen Rex just a little bit. Matt Bear is back out on track along with Jason Seams, the first two in. And here comes Brent Mackus and Joe Campbell, and you see that long drive down to the far end, and Gerald Poole said it is very easy to speed in that U-turn. Get it sent down, turned around, and going the right way. Hey, good evening, John. How are you? Flying Ryan, Stephen Rex, Brent Meckus, Joe Campbell, all on pit road. And here comes the leader, Nick the College Kid. That is a bit early for Nick Seams. Doing pretty good, John. Great to see you, buddy. Austin Edwards continues to stay out. He can go to about lap 180. Flying Ryan on his way back out, and this is one of those places where, whoa! Lautaro, a little bit of contact with Johnny Evans. The driver drivers have to be exceedingly careful coming off pit road. They have to stay right up by the wall coming out. We have seen issues in the past with drivers coming off pit road, getting into cars coming out at turn 4. Gerard Lawrence on his way in. Jared Mogard, Jose Godino, and Jimmy Johnson all in. Hey, good evening, Colgan. Well. Who might that surprise guest be? Hey, good evening, Patrick. I think a lot of us will get sick after 100 laps. Octavio Rondoletto back up to third, Lautaro in second, but Austin Edwards out front has space behind him, has a little bit of clear track ahead, and is opening up a gap. There you see the 51 coming out right by the leader. It does get close out here as Octavio comes in. Octavio, another one I'm surprised to see in early. He and Lautaro usually conserve fuel. Whoa! Looked like the 26 of Gerard Lawrence had a little problem out of 2 that time. A lot of these drivers making more adjustments, trying to get more speed out of the car. Rondoletto on his way back off pit road. Austin Edwards continuing to stretch that fuel window here. Second is starting to close in on the leader now that Austin has found some lap traffic. Neither of the top 2 have been in for their second stop yet. Matt Bear, who was first on pit road, currently sits back in 3rd place. Matt has a lot of clear track ahead, might be able to gain a little ground, but Nick looks underneath and takes it. Austin is in. Lautaro takes the lead. Now Lautaro is in. And Nick, the college kid, may reclaim the lead here. Remember, these drivers lose a couple laps while they are on pit road, so it'll take a couple laps for Nick to catch up. But he is pulling away at the moment from King Matthew the Bear. The college kid now in second. Lautaro still on pit road. And the college kid reclaims the lead. now that stops have completed, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Folks, when we come back, we'll take you through the field, see where your favorite drivers are running. Don't go anywhere. We're going side by side. You won't miss a thing. Sorry about that. Minor technical difficulties. We are back. Nick, the college kid, still has the lead, and let's take you through the field, see where your favorite drivers are. Nick, the college kid, out front after starting in 5th, making his way up, representing a busted at the seams team here tonight. Teammate King Matthew the Bear in 2nd, going for his 2nd consecutive XCAL championship on a great run despite being sick. Austin Edwards, the GOAT, currently runs in 3rd, although likely to lose the GOAT title after this year due to Octavio Rondoletto. Flying Ryan Seams in 4th place at the moment. Flying Ryan, another great consistent season and another great run here tonight. Octavio Rondoletto currently in 5th, the new winningest driver in XCAL history of 14 spots here tonight. Lataro Lamperti, his teammate, right behind. Notaro back in 6. If he and Octavio get hooked up tonight, you better watch out. Stephen Rex up into 7th place. Stephen Rex on the move all night long, keeping his team in the championship fight. Brent Mekas back in 8th. Brent has had an exciting night. A few close calls, but keeps fighting. Currently in 8th. Gerard Lawrence, we saw fading earlier on, has managed to get to 9th. A great run for Gerard so far. J-Dog Seams, the leader of that Bustin' at the Seams team, currently in 10th, up 8 spots. A great run for him here tonight as well. Johnny Evans currently runs in 11th. Had a rough start trying to fight his way back toward the front. Jared Mogart in 12th. Jared started on the front row. Has had problems fading back, trying to get that car tuned and going forward again. Joe Campbell back there in 13th, the leader of the J&S Racing team. Looks like he might even have a little damage on the front end of that car. Nope, looks okay. Oh, a little bobble for Joe. Joe continuing to fight forward. Jose Godino back in 14th. Jose also having a rough night, but never count him out. He usually finds his way back to the top 10 late in the race. Jimmy Johnson currently runs in 15th. Jimmy qualified in 17th, but started from pit road. Has been behind the 8 ball since the drop of the green, but trying to move forward. Sean Andrews back on pit road. Currently runs in 16th, on his way back out to find a way to the front. Sean Patrick currently running in 17th. A rough night for Sean. Had connection difficulties earlier, lost a lot of ground. Gerald Poole sits on pit road, technical difficulties in 18th. And Albie Ewens out of the race early in 19th. College Kid has a 1 1/4 second lead for the moment on Austin Edwards. Johnson sits at the back of a little bit of a group. Jose Godino just ahead. Let's see what the view is like from the nose cam on Jose's car. On the power down the back straightaway, that is the NASCAR pit road. Back through 3 and 4. Up onto that little bit of banking, but it's enough. We've seen it unsettle these cars, going up onto it and coming down off of it. Jose right on the back bumper of Johnny Evans as they go around. Looks like Johnny's already had a love tap or two. Nick Seams may be in trouble. Austin Edwards has closed in. Jared Mogart in 12th, just ahead of him. And Mogart's going to move to the high side, let the leaders go by. Remember, if they're one or more laps down, they have to let the lead lap cars go per XCAL rules. But they can fight to try and stay on the lead lap. Just past the halfway point here at Charlotte Legends Oval. We have seen a number of leaders here, but Nick Seams out front right now seems to be the dominant force to be reckoned with, but those top two have to be worried. Octavio Rondoletto started tail into the field. He's now in third. Ryan currently sitting in fourth. He has had a quiet night and just more or less been right there around fourth or fifth place. He qualified in fourth, hasn't dropped lower than fifth place all night. But that is what you've come to expect from Flying Ryan, is all that consistency. Jason Seams, another driver, has been making his way forward, now up into 10th. Gerard Lawrence, who drifted back earlier on, has fought his way back up 7 spots into 9th. Jason currently 1 lap behind Gerard as Matt Bear is back in. That is unexpected. Well, no, but mathematically speaking, Matt Bear is right on schedule. It is surprising to see Matt short pitting here tonight, a driver we usually see stretching the fuel. Likely to see Flying Ryan, Stephen Rex, Brent Meckes, Jason Seams, and Joe Campbell, the next few cars we expect to see on pit road. Edwards still sitting on Nick's bumper, has not made a move to take the lead. Jason Seams now on pit road. Matt Bear is back out, currently in 14th. And I do believe some of these drivers may have to make an extra stop. Guys like Austin Edwards, Octavio Rondoletto, Latarl Lamperti should be able to do this race on 4 stops. Nick Seams also in that group, but a few of them who are pitting right now may have to make a 5th stop for fuel. It's definitely going to be close. Jose Godino is around on the front stretch. Does not look like we will see a caution. Godino got moving. Let's see what happened. There's Jose in the 20 car going into turn 3. King Matthew the Bear right on his bumper. Looks like there was some contact. Take a look at this from a different angle. Yep, Matt just gets into his left rear corner. Goes just barely a tap and he goes around. Flying Ryan Seams is on pit road. Brent Meckes, Joe Campbell, Nick Seams, all on pit road now. Austin Edwards to the lead. Hey, good evening, Mark the Man, Dan Tuma, cheering on that Flaming Karma team. Speaking of Flaming Karma, Octavio Rondoletto started last, is now in second, right on Austin's bumper. And not far behind, third place, Lataro Lamperti. Gerard Lawrence moving up into fourth as Stephen Rex and Jimmy Johnson, Brent Meckes, Jose Godino come in. Octavio just 1.2 seconds behind Austin at the moment. The top 6 cars have not come in for their stops. Bogart currently in 6th place. You have to wonder if this strategy short pitting here tonight, you lose so much ground on pit road. These guys that are stretching the fuel like Mogart and Evans, when it comes down to the end of this thing, will that extra few laps make the difference and get them the bonus points? Gerard Lawrence gives up fourth. He is in. And while pit stops are underway, we'll take another quick commercial break. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll go side by side. Latardo Lamperti on pit road. Looks like Austin Edwards, the last driver to come in. Should see him in the next few laps. Gerald, definitely some weird pit strategies going on. Let's take a quick look at some of your point standings coming in to tonight, starting with the owner's points, where King Matthew the Bear is on top, looking for his second title in a row. But Octavio just 50 points behind. Could that change after this and next week? Team Championships has Fastlane Motorsports on top. Flaming Karma 50 points back. They have done some work to do. They can still win it, but they're going to need some help. Rookie of the Year standings as Austin Edwards gives up the lead. Nick, the college kid, will try and reassume it. Rookie of the Year standings has Latardo Lamperti on top, but as we mentioned earlier, Jared Mogard second in those points. A great season for Mogard. Most valuable driver standings. Octavio Rondoletto, the winningest driver money-wise in XCAL history. A great, great season for Octavio. And the Monday Night Dash for Cash that any of y'all can get in on. Jared Mogard has sitting on top with $231. A big season for Mogard. Jared Mogard and Johnny Evans have just had a problem. They were nose to tail coming out of turn 2. Coming out of 4, Mogard was loose. The 51 just gets into him. And several close calls behind. Look at this from a different angle. Evans practically pushing Mogard down the backstretch. Just a little love tap coming out of 4. And he goes around. Hey, good evening, JR. How are you, buddy? Does seem like some of the tempers might be starting to flare. Short track racing under the lights always causes a few guys to lose their tempers. Could we see some late race door banging, body slamming, bump and run, and everything else? College kid back out front. Octavio Rondoletto now into second. Austin Edwards not far behind in third. Flying Ryan still holds on to fourth. Lataro Lamperti in fifth. Folks, don't forget to check out the XCAL Racing web shop, xcalracing.com/shop, where you can get all your XCAL gear, including team t-shirts, your favorite driver t-shirts, hats, mouse pads, anything and everything you could ever want and more. xcalracing.com/shop. While you're there, don't forget to sign up for the Monday night Dash for Cash. Race your way in, win some free money. Oh, Ryan Seaves got bumped around by Lataro. We talked about temper starting to flare. Lataro gets inside, they bang a few times. Flying Ryan ends up in the wall, but Lataro takes a position. Ryan almost got back to his bumper in 1 and 2. Flying Ryan now in fifth, Lataro up to fourth, some space between them, but as Seams gets back, will he return the favor? Flying Ryan not known for using the bumper, but it's late in the season, late in the race. All bets are off. Why, Kevin, I bet we could do an in-car view. Riding along with current leader Nick, the college kid, Seams through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. And that back straightaway does have a tendency to get really slick. Plus that bump, the transition onto the banking, we've seen it a couple times already tonight. It really unsettles the car and can cause dramatic problems. J-Dog Seams moving over, letting the college kid get by. I'm happy to help, Kevin. How you feeling? Jimmy Johnson, who started from pit road, is quietly been inching his way forward. He is now up into 10th. Jim is known for being quiet, but being there when it counts, and it looks like the car is fast. The strategy is working. Johnny Evans back in 11th, Joe Campbell in 12th. Both drivers have been moving up, but have kind of gotten stuck where they're at for the moment. We have been almost 300 laps caution free, but in the last 50 or so laps, we have started to see the bumpers and the doors used quite a bit more. Could be a sign of things to come. The top three all nose to tail. Austin underneath Octavio. And clears him out of 4. Austin Edwards to second. Now on the bumper of Nick. But that lap traffic about to come into play. Gerard Lawrence has now made his way up into 8th place. He is running the bumper of the leaders. Might be able to fight his way back, getting one of his laps back here tonight. Jose Godino has had a problem. No caution has come out. Let's see what happened. There's Jose coming out of turn 4. Mogart just ahead. Oh, looked like Jason Seams just got a little too deep. Through 1 and 2. Close call for Joe Campbell. Taking another look at this one, Jason Seams in the 88, trying to make his way forward. Gets a little too deep, just barely taps Jose. Not the first time Jose has gotten tapped tonight. Jason, that's a fairly safe bet, buddy. Sean Patrick has come back to pit lane. Sean Andrews has also been on pit road for quite some time. I did not see Sean have an incident, not sure. We'll see if we can figure out what happened with Andrews. But another heartbreaking night for Sean. More bad luck. Jason, that is definitely a possibility. Matt Bear is on pit road. We did hear rumors in pre-races some of these drivers could go 90 plus laps. Matt has not gone anywhere close to that all night long, so it is likely he will need at least a splash and go before it's all said and done. Laps left to go. We're going to take our final commercial break. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll take you to the finish. And we're back as Nick Seams and Stephen Rex are in for their final stops. Don't forget, next Tuesday night on the OSR Network, the season finale from the Big Oval at Charlotte, late racing at its best. Also, don't forget to check out the XCAL web shop, xcalracing.com/shop. Get all your XCAL racing gear, including Navy Joe coffee gear. A moment ago, Jason Seams had a problem. J-Dog rolling off pit road. Had to almost completely stop to let everybody get by and get up to speed. Octavio and Lataro in for their final stops. We talked about that earlier on in the night. That pit road exit gets a bit tricky. Folks, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We have a lot of awesome YouTube shorts, racing shorts, trucking shorts, and a whole lot more coming out over the next few days. And we are working on a whole lot more. Whoa, Austin a little squirrely coming out of 4. Brent Mackes took advantage to get one of his laps back. Mackes has completed his final stop. Now Austin goes back by. Austin still has one more stop to make for fuel and tires. Gerard Lawrence currently in second, Rondoletto in third, Lataro in fourth, Nick the college kid in fifth. Gerard Lawrence also has not been to pit road. And here he comes, Gerard Lawrence giving up second. Austin Edwards gives up the lead for his final stop. Can Octavio get around and reclaim the lead? Once these final two stops have completed, it becomes a dogfight to the end. We'll take one last pass through the field as well here in a moment, see where everybody lines out. It looks like Austin comes out with the lead. Octavio Rondoletto in second, 1.7 seconds back. Well, things just got really interesting here at Charlotte. All right, let's go through the field, see where your favorite driver is. Austin Edwards started in 12th. Last minute entry, fought his way up into the lead. Octavio Rondoletto, due to penalties, started tail end of the field, has fought his way up 17 spots into second, trying to run down Austin Edwards. Lataro Lamperti currently runs in third, trying to catch up to his teammate and trying to get that team back in the fight for the team championship. Nick the college kid back and forth has led a lot of this race, trying to charge back to the front and get back in victory lane. Stephen Rex having another great night for his team, currently runs in fifth, up 10 spots from where he started. A quiet first half has led to a great second half. Flying Ryan Seams currently running in sixth, the lowest he has ran all night. Flying Ryan, one of the most consistent drivers out there. King Matthew the Bear currently runs in seventh, looking for his second Drivers' Championship in a row. But his closest competition is in front of him. Brent Mekas currently runs in eighth, also another great run for his team. Fastlane Motorsports has been on fire all season long. Gerard Lawrence currently running in ninth. Gerard quietly fighting his way forward into the top 10 after starting in 16th. A great run for one of the newer drivers in the field. Jimmy Johnson currently running in 10th. Started from pit road after qualifying in 17th. Fought his way forward, did not look for a long time like he was going to make up any ground, but when it counted, he raced his way into the top 10. Johnny Evans in 11th. Johnny has had a rough night and bumped into a lot of drivers. Still holds on to 11. Joe Campbell currently running in 12th. A quiet, consistent night, but be ready to watch that car battle for the win next week on the Big Oval. Jose Godino back in 13th. Jose has been turned around a couple of times by other drivers, still staying in the fight, still moving forward. J-Dog Seams currently in 14th, up 4 spots from where he started, has run as high as 9th here tonight. Jared Mogart got off to a great start, but lost ground. That team's adjustments seemed to have sent him the wrong way. A rough night for Mogart. Sean Patrick, a rough night as well. Lost connection. And it dropped back to 16th, still in the fight. Sean Andrews, Gerald Poole, both on pit road with trouble, and Albie Hewins out early. Hey, good evening, Matt. Matt Moniak cheering on Austin Edwards and the Bustin' at the Seams team and all the Seams boys. I have to wonder, all those Seamses are really fast, but how long before we get some of the Mrs. Seams in the race car? Mogart has had a problem. He is around out of turn 2. There's Mogart coming out of 3 and 4. Octavio looking underneath. Oh, looks like Octavio just gave him a little love tap. Mogart does get the car recovered and rolling again, but lost some ground. Austin Edwards lead now 4.5 seconds over Rondoletto. Lataro sits in 3rd. Nick the college kid was closing in on the top 3, but that gap is stabilized at about 2.9 seconds. Stephen Rex back in 5th, Flying Ryan in 6th, the King Matthew the Bear in 7th. Pretty good gaps between all those drivers. Mick is back in 8th. He has Gerard Lawrence right on his bumper in 9th. Jimmy Johnson in 10th. Man, what a comeback he has had here tonight. Jared Mogart has slipped back into 15th. And 40 laps to go here at the Charlotte Legends Oval. Amazing how fast those laps go, and whoa! J-Dog just smacked the wall coming out of 2. As I was saying, it's amazing how fast these laps go at 15 to 16 seconds every lap. About the same pace as we saw the mini stocks running at Southern National last night, but not nearly the craziness that we saw the mini stocks have at Southern National last night. If you missed that race, you definitely want to check it out on our YouTube channel. It's under the Jones BS Racing playlist. Lautaro is closing in on his teammate Octavio, now less than 2 seconds behind. Octavio in heavy traffic. Matt Bear is there. And Johnny Evans gets right into the bumper of Octavio. Johnny not on the lead lap. He is a couple laps down. He is not supposed to be battling with the lead lap cars. Will Octavio repay the favor? Oh, and some contact with Mogart as well. This could get a little sketchy. Short tracks. Mogart slams Octavio. Mogart sends him to the wall. And a hard hit for Octavio. That was definitely a payback move. Well, let's take another look at that one. There's Octavio in the 48, Mogart right beside. Headed off into one. Mogart just doesn't lift until he gets to the bumper and drives him straight out to the wall. And that has sent Octavio to pit road. Ouch. Tempers are starting to flare. It's worth noting Octavio going to pit road has now give Austin Edwards an 11.8 second lead. All Austin has to do from here is keep it clean and not run out of gas. Lautaro now moves into second. Nick the College Kid in third. Stephen Rex in fourth. Brian Ryan in fifth. Jared Mogart drops back into 15th now. Octavio Rondoletto still on pit road. He has dropped back to 14th. Lautaro has had a problem. And caution is out for the first time tonight. .374 laps without a caution. Wow. Lautaro looks like he might have been having a little payback there with the 51, and the 51 just dumps him, sends him all the way to pit road. Holy cow! Take a look at this one from the blimp. Lautaro finally gets by. And the 51 just aims, drives, and pushes him. And a rough night for Flaming Karma. Austin Edwards did go to pit road. Nick Seams, Lautaro have not been in. Lautaro goes in. The college kid is gonna stay out. And that pit stop may have just bit Austin Edwards. If the college kid does not come in, Austin is getting waved around. He'll get one of his laps back. Looks like Flying Ryan also getting waved around. And King Matthew the Bear. That does put Austin back on the lead lap, but he will be at the tail end. Lautaro, after his stop, will be trapped one lap down. And it does look like the 51 of Johnny Evans has been removed from the field. Lights are out. They get ready for the restart. Ace car is in. Nick, the college kid, out front. Green flag back in the air. 17 to go. And it is worth reminding everybody, at 10 laps to go, there will be no more cautions. Austin Edwards in second is coming through the field quickly, but can he get to the college kid? Steven Rex shooting the gap past the leader to get himself back on the lead lap. I'm sorry, that just got one of his laps back. And Austin Edwards has caught the leader. Well, we've talked about it all night. The tempers under the lights. First caution of the night, definitely because of that. And what a shakeup it has caused here. Austin went from a 12-second lead to second place. He did pit. He has fresher tires than Nick, and he is underneath. Drag race down the back straightaway. Austin has the advantage and takes the lead out of 4. Flying Ryan has had a problem behind. Out of turn 4, they will get the call. Green, green, green. There will not be any cautions. There's Flying Ryan through 1 and 2. Lautaro right behind. Ryan smacking the wall. Looks how Ryan smacked the wall, got slowed down. Let's take a look from the blimp. Looks like Lautaro may have helped straighten him back out. Ryan goes wide, gets the wall. Lautaro nowhere to go. Lautaro gets in there, straightens him back out. Austin Edwards took the lead, is now pulled away at 1.7 seconds. And I'm willing to bet the Flaming Gourmet team owner, Gerald Danos Poole, is not happy. Austin Edwards has a 3-second lead over the college kid. Lataro in third. All three drivers appear to be safe. Austin Edwards has been on the attack all night long. And here we go, 2 laps to go for the XCAL GOAT. Started in 12th, charged his way up, has stayed out of trouble, and has jumped out. White flag in the air. He has jumped out to an almost 6-second lead. In the whoa, a little drift. You're a little early on the drift there, Austin. Out of turn 4, he celebrates early. Austin wins at the Charlotte Legends Oval. Nick, the college kid, comes home in second. Lataro finishes third, and Octavio appears to have had a problem on the last lap. Looks like he and Matt Bear got together coming across the line. And I think Lataro was, or Octavio rather, was hunting. We'll talk to our top 3 here in just a moment. What a wild finish, a very tame 350 laps followed by 50 very crazy laps. And I suspect some penalties will come out of that last 50 laps. You'll have to see what penalties come next week at the season finale. Looks like we have Lataro and Octavio. Let's get a word. Well, Octavio, I know you're here to translate, so congratulations, Lataro.
Felicitaciones, Lauti.
Hola, Duke. Gracias. La verdad no nos pueden correr. Es increíble cómo te chocan de a 3, 4 autos de equipo y no nos pueden parar. Es increíble. Primero que nada, también felicitar a Edward.
Well, it's incredible how many cars, 3, 4, they're trying to wreck us to stop us, but they can't. And congrats to Austin.
Well, and Lataro did an amazing job saving it when they tried to put him in the wall. That was an awesome save to come home in third place.
Bueno, Lauti, hiciste un trabajo espectacular para mantenerte y llegar tercero.
Sí, fue tremenda la carrera, fue tremendo. La verdad, en todo momento nos querían chocar todo, pero así todo tercero. Una lástima que corran sucio así, porque no saben perder.
Bueno, es una lástima. It's bad for the league, for everything. They don't know how to lose, and that this kind of thing happen.
Well, it does, and sadly it impacted your team, but a great job, and I gotta say, great sportsmanship from both of you to not come back out and take them out tonight. Congratulations.
Bueno, felicitaciones Lauti. Bueno, si quieres saludar a quien quiera, a los sponsors, a todos.
Bueno, mandar saludos a todos los que están ahí. Gracias a Pool más que nada, gracias a que estamos corriendo. Mandarle saludos a mi tío que está viendo acá, a mi viejo, a mi vieja. Así que por la próxima, ya queda una. Y bueno, con todo.
He want to say thanks to his family. They are watching the race. To everybody. And we have one more race to go, Doug. If you can give me a little space to say thanks to all the sponsors of the league. Sadly, they had to see this shit show. Sadly, I hope Adam can do something with this, because if we want a better 2025 year, properly year racing, this is not the way, man. Every year happened the same in the end. That's why I left in 2022. I don't want to do it again. I will not do it again. But if we want a proper league, this needs to change. A big thank to AJ's Osis and Flaming Karma Paint Shop for the car and the sponsorship.
Well, great job tonight, guys. I'm Octavio. I know a rough night, but great job to both of you. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Well, you can definitely hear the disappointment in Octavio's voice. Man, heartbreaker tonight. Let's see if we can get a word with second place, Nick, the college kid Seams. And Heather, you're absolutely right. Nick, man, congratulations. You come home in second. If only college would teach you how to get past Austin Edwards.
Yeah, I wish it did too.
Still, one heck of a run tonight. And, man, you're up there in the battle all night. You kept it out of trouble. You kept the car clean, and you're right where you needed to be at the end.
Yeah, I had a feeling I wasn't gonna make it, and it worked out in the end. I had like a lap left, and I was feeling good. I saw Austin go a lap down. I'm like, it's finally that time, a win. And then I see him 0.6 seconds behind me. I'm like, oh crap.
I can definitely understand that, but man, you held on. You had a heck of a fight. You led a lot of laps tonight. Just an awesome night overall, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. A shout out to Austin for the win too. He's one hell of a racer.
Anybody you'd like to thank, team or sponsors?
Yeah, so I'd like to shout out some sponsors: Admin Box, Butt Kicker, JTC Mobile Pressure Washing, Austin Edwards Setup Shop, Flaming Karma, as well as the XCAL Web Shop Racing Series, and along as Outersika iRacing. So join in, watch the broadcasts. These are amazing. The fans are amazing. Shout out to my dad, busting out the seams team. Love them. And that's it.
Great job tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, it was a wild, wild night, but Austin Edwards back in victory lane. Austin, it does seem like a familiar place to have you back in victory lane, buddy.
Doug, it has been a long, long time since I've talked to you in this victory lane.
It has been a while, but it somehow seems normal.
Yeah, I figured after getting the time of day to get back on the simulator and seeing the Charlotte Legends Oval, I just had to give it a shot. I love driving this track. I love the chaos around it, and there was plenty of chaos tonight. So fired off a little far back in the field and played it conservative like I always do with these races, and got some track position and Wasn't expecting it to go green for as long as it did, but that played out in my favor really well. Kept plenty of gas in the tank, and obviously had a very, very fast car throughout the night. So worked out pretty good. I think it'll be win 32 over the last 3 years, something like that. So I like adding to that number. It makes me feel proud.
Well, Octavio beat your record, so you're going to have to come back next season for a full season and get it done again.
Oh, I hadn't known that. That's frustrating. I might have to come back.
Man, awesome run tonight. Awesome win. Any team or sponsors you'd like to thank, buddy?
Well, big thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast and XCAL Racing putting on the race. I was a loner today, so can't really thank a team. I'm just kind of out here having some fun. So hopefully do some more starts next season and see what happens.
Well, man, great job. Great to see you back in victory lane. Congratulations, Austin.
Thank you, Doug.
Austin Edwards back in victory lane after a very, very wild end to this one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 9 Eastern. C12 Motorsports is back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night, everybody.